If you've ever tried every shampoo, serum, and supplement under the sun, but still watch handfuls of hair collect in the shower drain, you're not alone. Hair loss affects up to 50% of adults by age 50, and for many, conventional treatments can feel expensive, time-consuming, or simply ineffective. What you might not realize is that a humble kitchen staple, onions, contains high levels of sulfur, a key building block for keratin, the protein that gives hair its strength and resilience. Applying raw onion juice to your scalp can recharge depleted follicles, improve blood flow, and even combat scalp infections, all without costly salon products. Recent studies have put onion juice to the test. In one clinical trial, nearly 90% of participants with patchy hair loss saw visible regrowth after using onion juice twice daily for 2 months, compared to just 13% in a placebo group. Other research shows sulfur from onion extract upregulates vascular endothelial growth factor, VEGF, helping new blood vessels feed dormant follicles. And because onions also carry antioxidants like quercetin, they soothe inflammation that can choke off hair growth at the root. Most people don't think to peel, blend, and strain an onion for a DIY hair tonic, but by the end of this video, you'll see why it's one of the simplest, most cost-effective ways to jumpstart stalled growth. I'll walk you through how onion juice works on a cellular level, exactly how to prepare it at home, step-by-step application tips, and what to avoid so you get strong, healthy hair without scalp irritation. Understanding onion juice and its key ingredients. Onion juice is simply the clear, pungent liquid you obtain when you crush or blend fresh onions and then strain out the solid bits. You can use white, yellow, or red onions. Each offers a slightly different profile of nutrients and active compounds. What makes onion juice so appealing for hair growth is its unusually high sulfur content. Sulfur is a mineral that plays a critical role in the production of keratin, the fibrous protein that forms the structure of hair strands. Your body can't make sulfur on its own. You have to obtain it from food or topical applications. As you grow older, sulfur levels in the scalp and hair follicles tend to decline. By midlife, many people experience a drop in scalp collagen and keratin that contributes to slower hair growth and more frequent breakage. Applying sulfur directly to the scalp in the form of onion juice can help replenish those levels more quickly than relying only on dietary sources. Alongside sulfur, onion juice brings a mix of vitamins, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds. Vitamin C, for instance, is present in modest amounts in onions, and it supports collagen synthesis. Collagen is another structural protein that underlies the health of dermal tissues, including the scalp. Strong collagen supports a sturdy base for each follicle, so hair can grow with less risk of thinning or falling out. Quercetin, a flavonoid found in onions, acts as an antioxidant and can reduce scalp inflammation. Scalp inflammation is one of the hidden drivers of hair loss. It can constrict blood vessels around hair follicles, starving them of oxygen and nutrients. By calming inflammation, quercetin improves circulation and creates a healthier environment for hair to enter its growth phase. When you extract onion juice, you also tap into tiny amounts of other minerals: magnesium, potassium, calcium, and phosphorus. These are present in trace quantities but still play supporting roles in cellular energy production and membrane health. A well-balanced scalp relies on both macronutrients like proteins and micronutrients like these minerals. Finally, onion juice has mild antibacterial and antifungal properties. Some cases of hair loss or slow growth result from scalp infections, whether fungal, bacterial, or yeast overgrowth. By applying onion juice, you deliver a natural antimicrobial treatment that can keep common culprits, such as Malassezia yeast or Staphylococcus bacteria, in check. This protective action can prevent itchy flaking, clogged hair follicles, and other obstacles to healthy growth. Despite its potency, onion juice remains remarkably simple to use. You don't need to buy expensive extracts or go through complicated lab procedures. A blender, cheesecloth, and fresh onions, ingredients most people already have in their kitchens, are all it takes. Once you understand why each component matters, sulfur for keratin, vitamin C for collagen, quercetin for inflammation, and natural antimicrobials for clear follicles, you'll see why onion juice has become a go-to home remedy for generations. In this section, you've learned what onion juice is, why its ingredients are relevant to hair health, and how the combined effects of sulfur, vitamins, antioxidants, and natural antimicrobials make it a uniquely powerful topical treatment. In the next section, we'll explore exactly how those components work at the cellular level to stimulate hair growth and reduce hair loss. How onion juice works to stimulate hair growth. When you massage onion juice into your scalp, you're delivering active compounds right to the hair follicles, the tiny pockets in the skin where hair grows. Follicles cycle through 3 phases: growing, anagen, transitional, catagen, and resting, telogen. A healthy anagen phase can last several years, during which hair lengthens. The average scalp follicle produces hair that grows about ½ an inch per month, but that rate can slow if the follicle does not receive enough nutrients or if the local environment becomes inhospitable. Onion juice helps in several ways. First, the sulfur in onion juice directly contributes to keratin production. Keratin is made of chains of amino acids, many of which contain sulfur atoms. When sulfur is abundant, follicles can synthesize keratin more efficiently, resulting in stronger hair shafts that resist breaking. A study published in the Journal of Dermatology in 2002 examined participants with patchy hair loss, or alopecia areata. Those who applied onion juice twice daily for 2 months saw significant regrowth in nearly 90% of treated sites, compared with a much lower rate in a control group. Researchers believe that the sulfur helped rebuild the keratin matrix, allowing dormant follicles to jump back into anagen. Second, onion juice promotes blood circulation when massaged into the scalp. Physical stimulation of the skin increases local blood flow, bringing oxygen and nutrients to follicles. But onion juice may go further by upregulating vascular endothelial growth factor, VEGF, in scalp cells. VEGF is a signaling protein that tells nearby blood vessels to sprout new branches. With more capillaries feeding the area, follicles receive more amino acids, vitamins, and minerals. Improved blood circulation also assists in removing metabolic waste products that can accumulate around follicles and hamper function. Better circulation means a cleaner, more nutrient-rich environment for hair to grow. Third, onion juice reduces inflammation through its antioxidant content, particularly quercetin. Inflammation in the scalp can constrict tiny blood vessels and disrupt the delicate balance of hormones and growth factors that regulate hair cycling. Chronic inflammation can even lead follicles to prematurely enter the resting phase, causing more hair fall. Quercetin neutralizes reactive oxygen species, unstable molecules that damage cell membranes, and downregulates inflammatory cytokines. This dual action preserves the integrity of follicle cells and supports a longer anagen phase. In lab studies, topical quercetin reduced markers of inflammation in skin cells, suggesting that a similar effect occurs in the scalp. Preparing onion juice at home, step by step. Getting fresh onion juice requires a few simple kitchen tools and ingredients you probably already have. The goal is to extract as much of the sulfur-rich liquid as possible while minimizing irritation to your eyes and skin. You'll need 2 to 3 medium onions, a blender or grater, a fine mesh strainer or cheesecloth, and a bowl. If you want to dilute the juice for a gentler formula, keep on hand 1 to 2 tablespoons of a carrier liquid. Coconut oil, aloe vera gel, or rose water all work well. Begin by selecting firm, heavy onions without soft spots or mold. Yellow onions are often easiest to find and offer the highest sulfur content, but white onions are milder on the scalp. Red onions have antioxidant benefits too, but can stain light fabrics. Peel off the papery skin and rinse the bulbs under cool running water. This removes any debris and reduces the volatile compounds that make you tear up. If you have a blender, chop the onions into rough quarters and place them inside. Pulse on low for about 15 to 20 seconds, pausing if the mixture warms up. Aim for a pulpy but not liquid puree. If you don't have a blender, use a fine grater to shred the onion over the bowl. Grating breaks more cells than chopping, so you may even get slightly more juice. Just be careful to guard your fingers. Once the onions are broken down, pour or spoon the pulp into a double layer of cheesecloth held over a clean bowl. Gather the edges of the cloth and twist gently, pressing to wring out the liquid. If you've used a blender, you may need to fold the cloth several times to strain all the tiny bits. What remains in the bowl should be a vivid yellow or light brown juice with a pungent onion aroma. Aim to collect at least 3 tablespoons. That's enough for a single treatment on most scalps. If you have long or thick hair, you might want 4 to 5 tablespoons. If the raw juice feels too strong, mix it with your carrier liquid of choice. Coconut oil adds moisturizing fatty acids, aloe vera calms the skin with anti-inflammatory polysaccharides, and rose water offers gentle antiseptic properties plus a pleasant scent. Stir until well combined. The final mixture should be runny but not watery. Always do a patch test before applying to your entire scalp. Dab a bit of the juice behind your ear or on the inside of your forearm. Leave it for 10 minutes, then rinse with lukewarm water. Wait 24 hours to see if redness, itching, or burning develops. If you notice any irritation, dilute further with carrier liquid or discontinue use. Once you've confirmed tolerance, set up your workspace. Protect your shoulders with an old towel or cape, since onion juice can stain fabrics. Use a comb to part your hair into sections, giving you clear access to the scalp. Keep cotton balls or a small brush ready for application, plus a timer to track treatment duration. Have your gentle shampoo and a warm towel nearby for rinsing. This home preparation method yields fresh onion juice without preservatives. For convenience, you can store any leftover juice in a sealed glass jar in the refrigerator for up to 5 days. Just shake or stir well before reuse and smell to ensure it hasn't soured. Refrigeration slows bacterial growth and keeps the active sulfur compounds intact. Always bring the juice back to room temperature before applying. Cold juice can constrict blood vessels and reduce absorption. By following these steps, choosing the right onions, using proper straining techniques, performing a patch test, and preparing your space, you'll have a reliable fresh onion juice treatment ready whenever you need it. In the next section, we'll cover how to apply the juice correctly, how often, and what you should expect as you work through your treatment schedule. Applying onion juice, frequency, techniques, and expected timeline. Successful use of onion juice hinges not just on what you apply, but on how and when you apply it. To see the best results, consistency is critical. Most experts recommend using onion juice 2 to 3 times per week. This frequency balances giving your scalp regular nutritional boosts while allowing time for the skin to recover. Overuse, say daily applications, can strip natural oils and irritate the skin, leading to flaking or redness. Begin your treatment on a clean, non-oily scalp. If you wash your hair daily, apply to dry hair after your shower and let the scalp air dry for 30 to 45 minutes before rinsing. If you shampoo less often, do a quick pre-treatment rinse with plain water or a mild sulfate-free cleansing agent to remove surface oils and product buildup. A clean scalp ensures the juice makes direct contact with the follicle openings. Divide your hair into 4 to 6 sections depending on the thickness of your hair. Using a cotton ball or a small paintbrush, apply the onion juice directly onto the scalp in each section. Focus on areas where you notice thinning first: temples, hairline, crown, but don't neglect the rest of the scalp. Once applied, spend 2 to 3 minutes massaging the juice into the skin with your fingertips. A gentle circular motion does more than spread the juice. It also stimulates local circulation, helping the scalp absorb nutrients. Increased circulation during a massage can raise skin temperature slightly, which further opens pores and enhances penetration of sulfur and antioxidants. After massaging, set a timer for 30 to 60 minutes. Many people find that 45 minutes is a sweet spot. long enough for absorption, but not so long that the smell becomes overwhelming. Some even wrap a warm towel around the head to prevent drips and slightly boost absorption via mild heat. Just be careful not to overheat. Keep the towel comfortably warm, not hot. When your timer goes off, rinse thoroughly. Use lukewarm water and a gentle shampoo. Sulfate-free shampoos with added panthenol, provitamin B5, or biotin can complement the onion treatment by nourishing hair strands. Rinse until the water runs clear and no onion smell lingers. Follow up with a conditioner if you typically use one. Conditioner helps detangle strands and lock in moisture, which is important because onion juice can be a bit drying. Now for patience and tracking, you won't notice baby hairs sprouting overnight. Hair follicles operate on a cycle. Most follicles are in the anagen phase for 2 to 6 years, meaning they actively produce hair. After that comes a short catagen phase, and then a resting telogen phase lasting a few months before the old hair sheds and the cycle restarts. Onion juice can encourage follicles to re-enter anagen sooner, but you still need to work through the natural timeline. Expect to see reduced shedding first, often within 4 to 6 weeks. That's because onion juice strengthens existing hair shafts and calms inflammation, so hairs stay anchored longer. Thin vellus hairs, those fine peach fuzz strands, may appear around weeks 8 to 12. From there, those fine hairs can mature into thicker strands over the next 3 to 6 months. For most people, a 6 to 9 month commitment yields a visible difference in overall volume and thickness. Beyond that, continued use 1 to 2 times weekly can maintain the benefits. If you stop entirely, sulfur levels will slowly drift back to baseline over a few months, and some of the extra protection and stimulation will taper off. But the hair you've grown should stay stronger and healthier than before. To maximize results, apply some simple lifestyle practices in parallel. Eat a balanced diet with sulfur-rich foods, eggs, garlic, cruciferous veggies, and stay hydrated. Get at least 7 hours of sleep nightly, since hair repair happens during deep sleep. Manage stress through meditation or light exercise. High stress can push hair prematurely into the resting phase. Avoid harsh styling, tight ponytails, chemical relaxers, or hot tools that damage cuticles and weaken new growth. By combining onion juice treatments with these healthy habits, you create an ideal internal and external environment for optimal hair regeneration. Precautions, what to avoid, and managing side effects. Although onion juice is natural, it does have potential downsides if used improperly. The most common issue is scalp irritation. Sulfur compounds and acidity can cause redness, itching, or a burning sensation, especially in people with sensitive skin or existing scalp conditions like eczema or psoriasis. To minimize risk, always perform a patch test on a small area of skin 24 hours before full application. If irritation occurs, dilute the juice further with more carrier liquid or discontinue use altogether. Never apply onion juice to broken skin, open sores, or actively inflamed areas. Doing so can exacerbate pain and prolong healing. If you notice flaking pimples or raw patches after treatment, stop applying juice until the scalp heals. You may also consider switching to a gentler formula, more aloe vera, less onion, or decreasing frequency to once a week. Rinsing thoroughly is crucial. Lingering onion residue not only smells but can combine with dust and sweat to create a sticky film that clogs follicles. Residue buildup increases the risk of folliculitis and may even accelerate hair loss. Always shampoo until the water runs clear and follow with your usual conditioner if desired. Onion juice can weaken hair strands when overused. The high sulfur concentration can strip natural oils, leaving strands dry and brittle. If you notice increased breakage or dullness, reduce treatment frequency or follow up with a deep conditioning mask once a week. Oils like argan or jojoba applied to mid-lengths and ends can replenish moisture without interfering with scalp treatments. Be cautious with additional actives. It can be tempting to combine onion juice with other potent ingredients, castor oil, peppermint essential oil, keratin serums, but mixing too many actives at once can overload the scalp. Start by adding one extra element at a time and monitor your scalp's response over 2 weeks before adding anything else. This approach helps you identify which combination works best for you and prevents unwanted reactions. If you have a diagnosed scalp condition or are taking any medications that affect hair growth, such as finasteride for pattern baldness or topical steroids for dermatitis, consult your dermatologist before starting onion juice. There may be interactions or timing considerations. For instance, applying highly acidic onion juice too soon after a steroid application might irritate more than soothe. A professional can advise on sequencing applications for maximum benefit and minimal side effects. Pregnant or breastfeeding women should use caution. While onions themselves are food safe, concentrated onion juice has not been extensively studied in these groups. If you're pregnant or nursing and want to try onion juice, start with a diluted formula and perform a patch test. If any unusual reactions occur, pause treatment and consult your healthcare provider. Keep in mind that onion juice is a complementary approach, not a replacement for medical therapies when needed. If you experience rapid or patchy hair loss, especially clumps of hair coming out, severe scalp itching, or accompanying symptoms such as fatigue or weight changes, it's essential to seek medical evaluation. Underlying conditions like thyroid disorders, autoimmune diseases, or nutritional deficiencies can drive hair loss and require targeted treatments beyond topical care. Finally, manage your expectations. Some people are non-responders, meaning their follicles may not react strongly to onion juice despite proper use. Genetics, age, and overall health play major roles in hair growth potential. If, after 6 months of consistent, correct use, you see little to no improvement, it may be time to explore other evidence-based treatments, minoxidil, low-level laser therapy, or platelet-rich plasma, under professional guidance. Complementary practices and long-term hair health. Onion juice shines as a cost-effective, home-based hair treatment, but it works best within a broader hair care strategy. First, focus on diet. Hair follicles need a steady supply of protein, vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats to build keratin. Aim for a balanced plate featuring eggs, lean meats, fish, legumes, leafy greens, and whole grains. Foods rich in biotin, zinc, and iron, such as nuts, seeds, oysters, and spinach, support cell division and collagen cross-linking in follicles. A simple multivitamin can fill dietary gaps, but real food sources often provide better bioavailability and additional phytonutrients. Next, consider your daily hair routines. Avoid tight hairstyles, ponytails, braids, or buns that tug on the roots. This tension can cause traction alopecia, a form of hair loss from repeated pulling. Use gentle silk-lined hair ties and opt for overnight braids or loose buns instead. Minimize hot tool usage. High heat damages the hair cuticle, leading to breakage and split ends. When you do use heat, set devices to moderate temperatures and apply a heat protectant spray first. Scalp care matters too. Beyond onion juice, you can incorporate weekly gentle exfoliation to remove dead skin and product buildup. A soft bristled brush or a mild scrub designed for the scalp can enhance circulation and ensure follicle openings remain clear. Follow exfoliation with a calming mask. Aloe vera gel or yogurt mixed with a few drops of tea tree oil can soothe and prevent dandruff. Stress management is another crucial component. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which can push hair follicles prematurely into the resting phase and increase shedding. Techniques like meditation, yoga, deep breathing exercises, or even daily walks can mitigate stress and support overall hormone balance. Adequate sleep, 7 to 9 hours per night, further aids in cellular repair and regeneration, benefiting both skin and hair. If you're serious about stopping hair loss and boosting growth naturally, onion juice might be the easiest solution hiding right in your kitchen. Give it time, stay consistent, and you just might be surprised by how much thicker and healthier your hair starts to feel. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.